Satoshi Kon. Well, who is he? Why do I consider him an auteur? He is a Japanese animator, screenwriter, manga artist, and film director. His filmography includes Perfect Blue, Millennium Actress, Tokyo Godfathers, Paprika, Paranoia Agent, and Ohio. He states that the films Perfect Blue and Millennium Actress are sister films. Originally, he didn't want to make Perfect Blue as dark as it was, in terms of theme, but gradually, he felt the story needed to be told in that way. Perfect Blue is a suspense-filled thriller about a pop idol that tries to become an actress. The film comments on the toxic nature of show business within Japan, from the fans to the creators. He highlights on the struggle of getting into entertainment. He also uses reflections very often throughout most of his films. Some reflections being very literal, and some reflections meaning as reflecting upon the self, or I guess self-reflecting. The reason being is because he likes to play with the concept of duality, or concept of manifold. In other words, there is two or more of the same character. This scene from Perfect Blue shows a combination of literal and figurative reflections. Mima, our protagonist, has had enough of people taking advantage of her, and starts to reflect if her life as a pop idol was better than her life as an actress.
Yoo-hoo. Of course I don't want to do it, but I didn't want to tell them that all those people have done so much for me.
See, didn't I tell you? Is that really the job that you wanted? It's a pin.
Kon loves to show duality in his characters and is aware of it in himself. Here he talks about how there's two inner Kons in him that makes decisions of his stories.
接触を受けた夢は次々に飲み込まれ、増殖しながら巨大な妄想に導かれて。
その古代妄想の主というのが、
こうした絵コンテの描き方をコンはこのように表現した。
コンセプトとしてはチンピラエミュレーションと何言ってんでしょうね本当に。まあアニメーションのことに限って言えばなんていうんでしょうね、覚えたテクニックとかね、そういうものをチラチラすぐ使っても得意になって使うようなのが、チンピラだと私は非難するんですけど、私の中でチンピラコン君っていうのとコンサトシっていうもうちょっとおっさんの方の関係、おっさんっていうシステムの上にチンピラコン君っていうのが動いてるというイメージと、そのアツコとパプリカの関係っていうのがね、あ、よく似てるじゃないかとそうするとその関係にもっとこう自分が共感できるというか、作品に入っていけるところがあるんですよね。で、まあ今回このチンピラでいこうっていうのは、今まではそういうなんかこうこれ見よがしなテクニックみたいなものは、あんまり出しちゃいけないと、それがかっこ悪いからと思ってたんですけど、思いついたことを今回やろうとやってみようじゃないかと。で大抵それで痛い目見るのがチンピラなんだけど、大丈夫、その下にはちゃんとおっさんの方がいるから、まあ待てやっていう時もあるし、まあいいから考えてやってみや、いいか思う存分やってみろという、そのアクセルとブレーキみたいなものがね、まあチンピラコン君とおっさんコンサトシという二重構造になっている。
The duality concept was further enhanced through the use of lights. He uses lighting in Perfect Blue to separate Mima's hallucination with Mima's reality.
See, didn't I tell you? You didn't believe me. You were better off as a pop idol. I was right, huh?
Hey, Mima, are you listening?
Stop all this nonsense! Please tell me who you are! Who, me? I am a pop idol. The fans are all waiting.
The parts of the film that is overexposed is her hallucination, and we can assume from that the darker areas are more based in reality. He uses shades of blue and red throughout Perfect Blue to show various meanings of red. The whole film has a very postmodernism feel to it. It's considered to be Kon's hate letter to the Japanese film industry. Millennium Actress, on the other hand, is considered to be his love letter to Japanese cinema. It's about a TV interviewer and his cameraman interviewing a former actress. They travel through her memories and career throughout the film. It has many Japanese genres rolled into a nostalgic trip of a film. It is a love film focused on the romance rather than the actual love. It tries to comment on everyone's journey in life, whether you're chasing a new career, a dream, or a person. It's not about the end result, but the journey to it. That is romance. The film is deeply rooted in modernism from beginning to end. Earthquakes are used as transitional pieces for Millennium Actress in a way that is almost like sound sometimes is used to transition from one place to another. The combination of the crane and lotus motifs mean longevity, purity, and love in Millennium Actress, based on Japanese culture. For me personally, it almost feels like the lotus is always chasing the crane. Also, there are many shades of red as a motif in this film. It has various meanings from love to war and violence. Alfred Hitchcock once said, "You should not have more than one or two coincidences in a film." What does he mean by that? Well, let's take a look at his film, The Birds.
30 or 40? No, the birds didn't attack until the children were outside the school.
Help you, Mrs. Bundy?
I need some change, Mr. Carter.
Crows, I think. Well, I don't know, Daddy. Is there a difference between crows and blackbirds?
There is very definitely a difference, miss.
Thank you. They're different, Daddy. Well, I think these were crows. Well, yes, hundreds of them. Yes, they attacked the children, attacked them. Well, I don't know when, but I simply can't leave now, Daddy. All right, yes. Goodbye.
They're both perching birds, of course, but quite different species. The crow is Corvus brachyrhynchos, and the blackbird is Euphagus cyanocephalus.
Thank you. Do you have the number at the Fawcett Farm?
Right here in this book, miss. I can't see that it makes any difference, Mrs. Bundy. Crows or blackbirds, if the school was attacked, that's pretty serious.
I hardly think that either species would have sufficient intelligence to launch a massed attack. Their brain pans are not big enough to be...
I just came from the school, madam. I don't know anything about their brain pans, but...
Well, I do. I do know. Ornithology happens to be my avocation. Birds are not aggressive creatures, miss. They bring beauty into...
What he means is you shouldn't have too many conveniently placed sources of information to move the story forward for the sake of believability. Tokyo Godfather, Kon's third film, is filled with one coincidence after another, but yet we enjoy this lighthearted maze of a story. It is about three homeless people finding a newborn baby on Christmas Eve, and they set out to find his parents. The film ignores this notion of only one or two coincidences. It talks about some taboo subjects in Japan as well, such as homelessness, gay and transgender people, and women's role in society. There are shades of red in almost every scene in Tokyo Godfathers, with various meanings as well. Tokyo Godfathers can be seen as a very structureless film, where every character is somehow connected to each other. Moving on to Paprika, it was a film based on a book. It's about a machine that allows therapists to enter their patients' dreams get stolen. Chaos ensues, and the therapist Paprika tries to stop it. This was his most successful commercial film. For me personally, I enjoyed the visual spectacle of the film more than the story, even though the story dictates the visuals we see. This film is also rooted in structuralism. It's even a theme of the movie that shows all the dreams are connected. Satoshi Kon is known for certain directorial choices as well. In terms of editing, there are two schools of thought. One is known as continuous edits, also known as the invisible edit, which doesn't draw attention to itself. This is the type of editing that is used in majority of films. The other less used school of thought is discontinuous edits, and it draws attention to itself. Kon has used this in almost all of his movies. He uses discontinuous edits coupled with interesting transitions and match cuts to travel through space and time within his stories. Here are some examples.
お父さんが悪いんだかんね。私の言うこと一つも聞いてくれないお父さんが悪いんだ。血なんかこれで拭けばいいじゃん。どうせ使ってくんないんでしょ。早く返してよ。どこにやったのよ、私のエンジェル。
ちゃんといるじゃないのね、エンジェル。
おい、腹減ったな。飯にしてくれ。
なんであんたたちがうちにいるのよ。
みゆきちゃん、清子お願い。すぐご飯にするわ。
Why, you cunning little... Now where is he? Tell me!
They weren't so tough. Wait for me, Chiyoko. Wait, I'm coming.
By now, child, his head will already be on display in the capital.
In Kyoto? No.
It's all over for him, and now it's time for you.
He's in Kyoto.
Please have pity. No pity. I will not let you see him.
But I'll come back, I promise. I just want to visit him once, to see him once and give him what is his.
Why should he see you?
He also loves to do chase scenes, whether it is chasing someone or someone is being chased. I believe it's to build urgency within the characters.
けど探しようがねえぜ。
キヨコが道連れにされてもいいのかよ。
無茶して大丈夫かよ。あんな今無茶しなくていつすんのよ。
こっち。
まったく、なんてお人よしだろう。泥棒にわざわざ返しに来るなんて。誰だよ、一家心中なんて抜かしたやつは。
おっしゃんじゃねえか。
どっち？左だ。
じゃあ右ね。
なんでだよ。
ギャンブル弱いんでしょうが。
返す言葉もないや。
誰か助けて。
どうしました？
女が俺のトラックかっぱらいやがった。
こら、泥棒！
そうだ、泥棒だ、あの女。
赤ちゃん泥棒なのよ。
静かにしてちょうだい。お願い、いい子にしてよ。
止まれ、清子を返せ。勘弁してくださいよ。ありがとう。一生に生きるわ。おい、りっちゃん。ダメだ、あの女完全にイかれてる。もっと近づいて。無茶ですよ。
キヨコがどうなってもいいのかよ。
清子って誰？男ならアクセルよ。はい。おい。
お願い、静かにしてちょうだい。おっさん。おっさん。
頑張って金ちゃん。アクション映画の主役顔負けよ。
追い抜いて前に出るのよ。死んじゃいますよ。アクセル。はい。
死ぬ気かお前。
Lastly, let's take a look at his final completed film he did called Ohio. The you in you isn't the you think is in you by Satoshi Kon. Thank you for watching.